Focus is about saying no. And the result of that focus is going to be some really great products, where the total is much greater than the sum of the parts. Design is a funny word. Some people think design means how it looks. But of course, if you dig deeper, it is really how it works. I think this is the start of something really big. Sometimes that first step is the hardest one, and we have just taken it. Creativity comes from spontaneous meetings, from random discussions. Fear of failure falls away in the face of death. We are just enthusiastic about what we do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. The broader one's understanding of the human experience, the better design we will produce. Somewhere between the janitor and the CEO, reasons stop mattering. This is a very noisy world, so we have to be very clear what we want them to know about us. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. If you want to hire great people and have them stay, you have to be run by ideas, not hierarchy. The best ideas have to win. In your life you only get to do so many things, and right now we have chosen to do this, so let's make it great. The greatest artists like Dylan, Picasso, and Newton risked failure. And if we want to be great, we have got to risk it too. Death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. This revolution, the information revolution, is a revolution of free energy as well, but of another kind of free intellectual energy. You are all over the map. Figure out the top 5 things you want to focus on and get rid of the rest. Everybody should learn to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. Combine science and humanities. We hire people who want to make the best things in the world. Expose yourself to the best things humans have done, and then try to bring those things into what you are doing. Everyone here has the sense that right now is one of those moments when we are influencing the future. It is not about money, it is about the people you have, how you are led, and how much you get it. Do not just follow your passion, but something larger than yourself. I do not think of my life as a career. I do stuff. I respond to stuff. That is not a career, it is a life. Kickstart your brain. New ideas come from watching something, talking to people, experimenting, asking questions, and getting out of the office. Be ready to catch the ball when it is thrown by life. There are times when you run a marathon and you wonder, why am I doing this? But you take a drink of water, and around the next bend you get your wind back. Remember the finish line, and keep going. Great engineers are a huge multiplier. We are gambling on our vision, and we would rather do that than make Me Too products. Let some other companies do that. For us, it is always the next dream. To follow the path that others have laid before you is a reasonable course of action. Therefore, all progress is made by unreasonable men. We do not say anything about future products. We work on them in secret, then we announce them. Shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you are just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. When you are in a startup, the first 10 people will determine whether the company succeeds or not. Do you create anything, or just criticize others' work and belittle their motivations? Design is the fundamental soul of a human-made creation that ends up expressing itself in successive outer layers of the product or service. Pursue your dreams and see the opportunities in life's setbacks. If you keep your eye on the profit, you are going to skimp on the product. But if you focus on making really great products, then the profits will follow. If you want to live your life in a creative way, as an artist, you have to not look back too much. You have to be willing to take whatever you've done and whoever you were and throw them away. Our job is to read things that are not yet on the page. I hate the way people use PowerPoints instead of thinking. Our goal is to make the best devices in the world, not to be the biggest. You have got to have a problem that you want to solve, a wrong that you want to right. As Regis McKenna once said, the best marketing is education. You have got to find what you love, and that is as true for your work as it is for your lovers. Being the richest man in the cemetery does not matter to me. My philosophy is that everything starts with a great product. None of us is as creative as all of us. How can you get fired from the company you started? The juice goes out of Christianity when it becomes too based on faith rather than on living like Jesus, or seeing the world as Jesus saw it. I would trade all of my technology for an afternoon with Socrates. You cannot win on innovation unless you have a way to communicate it to customers. I do not really care about being right, I just care about success. When we started off, we did not know how to spell software. I think death is the most wonderful invention of life. It purges the system of these old models that are obsolete. For you to sleep well at night, the aesthetic, the quality, has to be carried all the way through. The mark of an innovative company is not only that it comes up with new ideas first, but also that it knows how to leapfrog when it finds itself behind. I am one of the few people who understands how producing technology requires intuition and creativity, and how producing something artistic takes real discipline. After all the statistics and calculations are formulated, the one element that breathes life into marketing is good design. I found that there were these incredibly great people at doing certain things, and you could not replace one of these people with 50 average people. Innovation is usually the result of connections of past experiences. But if you have the same experiences as everyone else, you are unlikely to look in a different direction.